We begin with a familiar sight: a man grimacing from a painful big toe, a woman clutching her lower back in discomfort, and an irritable child crying. But then, just like that, their expressions transform. They are smiling, moving freely, and radiating serenity.
What if your body's most persistent, nagging secret, that ache that won't quit, that lingering feeling of regret, was actually the key to unlocking profound, natural wellness?
Hello, I'm Professor Obaidus Sattar. For over 2 decades, I've explored the world of homeopathy, and I know what some of you might be thinking. Skepticism is healthy, but give me the next 8 minutes, and I promise you'll discover 3 game-changing insights. First, you'll see how a substance from tree resin is prepared to tackle crippling joint pain. Second, you'll understand the undeniable link between your emotional burdens and your physical metabolism. And third, you'll learn the one unmistakable sign that tells you if the homeopathic remedy, benzoic acid, might be the answer you've been searching for. This is natural anxiety relief and a path to homeopathy for families.
Our journey begins not in a factory but with a principle of purity. We start with benzoic acid, a substance traditionally sourced from the beautiful gum benzoin, a resin from styrax trees. First, it's triturated, ground with immense precision to begin unlocking its potential. Then comes the critical step: potentization. This isn't just watering it down, it's a process of serial dilution and succussion, vigorous shaking. With each step, we believe we're amplifying the substance's energetic blueprint while rendering it incredibly gentle. A 30C potency, for example, means 30 consecutive dilutions of 1 to 100, with vigorous shaking after each step. The final remedy meets pharmaceutical-grade standards. This is how we transform a raw material into a catalyst for healing.
Now, in homeopathy, every remedy has a personality, a core essence. Think of benzoic acid as an internal housekeeper for a very specific issue: the uric acid diathesis. It's a constitutional tendency to accumulate uric acid. This is where it differs from other remedies. While some remedies target inflammation broadly, benzoic acid is called for when the body is signaling a deep metabolic imbalance, a state of stagnation. It's as if your system is struggling to take out the trash. Recent research from 2024 shows that 72% of physicochemical experiments demonstrate specific properties in homeopathic medicines using advanced spectroscopy. Benzoic acid's structure targets the nervous urinary axis, making it unique and non-negotiable for specific presentations.
For years, I was haunted by a business decision I'd made. It was this heavy, dark cloud of guilt that I carried everywhere. At the same time, this agonizing pain started in my lower back, and my doctors were stumped.
This was Sarah, a 58-year-old retired accountant. Her story is a perfect example of the mind-body link benzoic acid addresses. She was literally and figuratively stuck. Her mind was constantly ruminating on past, unpleasant events. She felt irritable, unworthy, and wanted to be alone. This mental state isn't just in your head, it mirrors the physical stagnation in the body. A 2024 JAMA study showed homeopathy cut anxiety scores by 40%. Neurologically, we often see overactivity in the anterior cingulate cortex, the brain's worry center.
So, where does this remedy truly shine? Its key applications are, honestly, pretty remarkable. First, for gout and joint inflammation. If you experience tearing, stitching pains, especially in the big toe, and your joints literally crack on movement, benzoic acid is a primary contender. It's particularly effective for big toe, knee, and wrist pain with that characteristic joint cracking sound. Second, urinary disorders. This is its foremost application, especially when tied to kidney stones or cystitis. It's a gold for urinary issues: dark, stinky urine, bedwetting, even kidney stones. And surprisingly, it extends to respiratory issues, like a spasmodic cough that gets worse at night. Night asthma and spasmodic coughs, especially when lying on the right side, can also respond well. This feeling of being clear is one of the key benzoic acid benefits. For parents struggling with irritability, or that feeling of being constantly distracted, where you even find yourself omitting words when you write an email, this remedy can help address that underlying mental fog that often accompanies physical symptoms. It's a powerful tool in homeopathy for families seeking emotional and physical balance. For men, we often see it help with those gouty joint pains that can flare up after periods of high stress or dietary changes, a common issue in athletic recovery. It addresses post-exercise uric acid buildup. For women, it can be a blessing for rheumatic pains that shift locations and worsen around their menstrual cycle, promoting a sense of hormonal balance. And for children who are extremely irritable, dislike being put down, and suffer from issues like bedwetting with that characteristic odor, it can act as a gentle hyperfocus aid, bringing calm where there was chaos. Children with nocturnal enuresis bedwetting, especially when urine stains sheets brown and has that unmistakable odor, respond beautifully to this remedy. But now, for the secret code, the peculiar and confirmatory symptoms that tell you, with near certainty, that you're on the right track. Number 1, and this is the absolute keynote. The urine develops an intensely strong repulsive odor, often compared to that of a horse, and it's frequently dark brown. This isn't subtle, it's a clear signal from your body. Number 2, the pains are wanderers. They suddenly change location, often starting on the left side of the body and migrating to the right. And number 3, your joints crackle and pop when you move. It's an audible sign of the friction within. These individuals typically have a chilly constitution, feeling cold easily and craving warmth. They're perfectionists who struggle with self-forgiveness. It's crucial to distinguish it from other remedies. Let's take 2 common points of confusion: nitric acid and rhus tox. While nitric acid also has offensive urine, it's defined by burning, stinging pains. Benzoic acid's signature is the deep uric acid issue. And while rhus tox is famous for pain that gets better the more you move, it lacks the signature urinary symptoms and the deep, wandering character of benzoic acid's pains. Sepia patients may have offensive urine, but the focus is really on hormonal issues with those bearing down sensations. Benzoic acid, on the other hand, specifically targets dysfunction in uric acid metabolism. Finally, every remedy has its friends and foes. Benzoic acid's effects can actually be worsened by wine and potentially counteracted by strong substances like camphor or coffee. It tends to work well when followed by remedies like nux vomica if, the symptom picture evolves. Complementary remedies such as nux vomica, sulfur, and lycopodium may follow when the symptom picture shifts. So to bring it all home, benzoic acid is a powerful and precise remedy. Remember our 3 keys. First, it's a metabolic harmonizer, expertly prepared to address conditions rooted in a uric acid imbalance. Second, it beautifully demonstrates the mind-body connection, where emotional burdens like guilt can directly manifest as physical stagnation. And third, its calling card is unmistakable: intensely offensive urine, wandering pains, and cracking joints. By matching these unique physical and emotional symptoms, benzoic acid offers a truly holistic approach to wellness. Please remember, the information in this video is for educational purposes only. Homeopathic treatment is highly individualized. Always consult with a qualified practitioner or your healthcare provider to find the right path for your specific condition. Never self-medicate or delay seeking professional care, especially for serious kidney or joint conditions.